Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Today's lesson is about how can I think in English. This is one of the most important questions in language learning. Many people can understand English, learn grammar and memorize thousands of words. But when they want to speak, they first think in their native language, translate the sentence into English and then speak. This process is slow and stressful. If you want to speak English naturally and confidently, you need to train your brain to think directly in English. The good news is that thinking in English isn't a special talent. It is a skill. Anyone can learn it. You do not need to live in an English-speaking country. You do not need expensive courses. You simply need the right habits and consistent practice. This guide will show you how to develop the ability to think in English using simple and practical methods. Why thinking in English is important? Imagine you want to say, I am hungry. I want to eat something. Many learners first think of this idea in their own language. Then they search for English words. Then they build the sentence. Finally, they speak. This takes time. Native speakers do not translate. They think directly in English. Their thoughts and words are connected. When you start thinking in English, several things happen. You speak faster, you make fewer mistakes, you feel more confident. Conversations become easier, English feels more natural. Thinking in English helps remove the barrier between your ideas and your speech. Stop translating everything. One of the biggest challenges for learners is translation. Translation seems helpful at first because it helps you understand new words. However, if you translate every thought, your speaking will always be slow. For example, if you see a dog, do not think dog means in my language. Instead, look at the animal and think dog. Connect the English word directly to the object. The same is true for actions. When you drink water, think, I am drinking water. When you open a door, think, I am opening the door. Build a direct connection between English words and real life. Start with simple thoughts. Many learners make a mistake. They try to think about difficult topics immediately. Do not start with politics, science or philosophy. Start with very simple thoughts. When you wake up, think, I am tired. The weather is nice. I need breakfast. Today is Monday. My room is clean. Simple thoughts are powerful because they train your brain without creating pressure. Children learn language through simple ideas first. You can do the same. Talk to yourself in English. This is one of the most effective methods. Throughout the day, describe what you're doing. For example, I am walking to work. I am checking my phone. I am making coffee. I need to buy milk. You do not need to speak loudly. You can do it silently in your mind. The goal is to keep your brain active in English. The more often you do this, the easier it becomes. Describe your surroundings. Look around your room right now. Can you describe everything in English? Try it. The table is brown. There is a laptop on the desk. The window is open. The room is quiet. This exercise helps you use English in real situations. You do not need perfect grammar. The goal is simply to think in English. Over time, your vocabulary will grow naturally. Learn phrases instead of single words. Many learners memorize long vocabulary lists. This can help, but learning phrases is often better. For example, do not only learn hungry, tired, busy. Learn complete phrases. I am hungry. I am tired. I am busy today. When you learn phrases, your brain can use them immediately. Native speakers often use groups of words rather than isolated words. The more phrases you know, the easier it becomes to think naturally. Read every day. Reading is a powerful way to train your brain. Choose materials that match your level. You can read short stories, news articles, blog posts, children's books, English learning websites. When reading, try not to translate every sentence. Focus on understanding the meaning. If you know most of the words, your brain will start processing English directly. Even 15 minutes a day can make a big difference. Listen every day. Thinking and listening are closely connected. The more English you hear, the more natural English becomes in your mind. Listen to podcasts, YouTube videos, audiobooks, interviews, English conversations. Pay attention to how native speakers express ideas. Notice common phrases and sentence patterns. Over time, these patterns become part of your thinking process. Use English in daily activities. Try to make English part of your everyday life. For example, change your phone language to English. Write your shopping list in English. Write notes in English. Use English for reminders. Search online in English. Watch videos in English. The more English becomes part of your daily routine, the more naturally your brain will use it. Keep an English journal. Writing helps organize your thoughts. Every day, write a short paragraph in English. You can write about your day, your goals, your feelings, your plans, your experiences. For example, today I went to work. The weather was hot. I met a friend for lunch. After work, I watched a movie and studied English. Simple writing strengthens your ability to think directly in English. Do not fear mistakes. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes. This fear can stop progress. Remember something important. Mistakes are part of learning. Nobody speaks a new language perfectly from the beginning. Even native speakers make mistakes. If you wait until your English is perfect, you may never speak confidently. Allow yourself to make errors. Every mistake teaches you something new. Build an English environment. Your environment influences your learning. Surround yourself with English whenever possible. Follow English-speaking creators. Join English communities. Watch English content. Read English books. The more English you see and hear, the more natural it becomes. Eventually, your brain begins to expect English. Think in pictures. A powerful technique is using images instead of translation. For example, when you hear the word apple, imagine an apple. Do not translate it into your native language. Create a mental picture. The same applies to actions. If you hear running, imagine a person running. Pictures create direct understanding. This helps you think faster. Ask yourself questions. Another excellent exercise is asking yourself questions in English. For example, what am I doing now? What will I eat later? What are my plans tomorrow? What movie do I want to watch? Then answer those questions in English. This creates an internal conversation. Internal conversations are excellent training for real conversations. Tell stories in English. Think about something that happened during your day. Then tell yourself the story in English. For example, this morning I woke up at 7. I took a shower and had breakfast. Then I went to work. In the afternoon, I met a friend. The story does not need to be exciting. The goal is practice. Storytelling helps your brain connect ideas smoothly. Learn common sentence patterns. Many learners focus too much on grammar rules. Grammar is important, but patterns are often more useful. Learn common structures such as I want to, I need to, I have to, I'm going to, I would like to. These patterns appear in everyday conversations. When they become automatic, thinking in English becomes much easier. Be patient with yourself. Thinking in English takes time. Do not expect instant results. At first, you may only think a few words, then you may think short sentences. Later, you may think complete conversations. Every stage is progress. Language learning is a journey, not a race. Small improvements every day lead to big results over time. The power of consistency. Many learners study hard for one day and then stop for a week. This approach is not effective. Consistency is more important than intensity. 15 minutes every day is often better than 3 hours once a week. Train your brain daily. Even short practice sessions matter. Thinking in English develops through repetition. What happens when you finally think in English? One day, something interesting will happen. You will hear a question in English and answer immediately. You will watch a video and understand without translating. You will speak without searching for every word. You will read a sentence and understand it directly. This is a sign that your brain is beginning to think in English. It may happen gradually, so you might not even notice it at first, but it will happen if you continue practicing. Final thoughts. Learning to think in English is one of the most powerful steps you can take as an English learner. It helps you speak more naturally, understand faster, and communicate with greater confidence. The secret is not talent. The secret is daily practice. Start with simple thoughts. Describe your surroundings. Talk to yourself. Read every day. Listen every day. Write regularly. Stop depending on translation and begin connecting English directly to your ideas and experiences. Progress may feel slow at first, but every sentence you think in English is strengthening your brain. Every small effort is building a new habit. Remember this: you do not become good before thinking in English. You become good by thinking in English. The more you use English in your mind, the more natural it becomes. Keep practicing, stay consistent, trust the process. Day by day, your thoughts will become faster, your speaking will become smoother, and English will start to feel like a natural part of your life.